Here we go. So let's find a comfortable seat. Start to take some deep breaths in. Just wanted to mention, if you want to play your own music, I have the music on low because, let me just turn this off. I don't think, I'm afraid it would make me too hard to hear. So if you want to play your own music, you can do that. All right, so deep breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. And exhale. Just taking a moment to settle into your seat. Our theme today is feeling strength and hope. Now more than ever, hope is our power source. Hope is not just a wish, it inspires strength in all of us. Hope can be a life-supporting force that gives us more control how each day unfolds. It is a source of inner strength. The most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Ignite the power of hope in your life and see that anything is possible. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Bow your chin to your chest, setting your intention to be hopeful, to follow your hope, to connect to your strength. You can gently blink your eyes open, taking in the tips of the fingers and slowly taking in the room. We'll start with a little warm up for the wrists, circling, and then changing the direction. Got hands behind the head and press it back into a little back bend. Exhale, hug your elbows in and out, in and out. Couple more times. Got hands to the earth. Take a couple of side bends, reaching to the right, to the left, to the right. So this is not going to be an exact HIIT workout, which is normally like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, or some people do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Twist side to side, but we'll incorporate some of those repetitive metabolic boosts and then pause. And I will offer modifications. Twisting side to side. I just change the cross of the legs. Do little circles. And then change the direction. Okay, so let's come to hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arch. Exhale, draw your navel in. Still just warming up the body, creating flexibility and mobility in the joints. So inhale, arch. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Inhale, arch. And exhale. Now walk your hands a full handprint forward. We're going to just stretch a little bit now through the front of the hips, and then exhale, draw back. Inhale, forward. And exhale back. Feel free to move a little bit slower than I am. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, let's come back to hands and knees. Turn your fingers either out or in, just to warm up those wrists. If you can bend the elbow a little bit. Grip the floor. And you can come through cat-cow again here. Good. And then bring your hands back to neutral. We're going to work the rotation of the spine. Just bring your right hand behind your head. Thread it through and rotate up.
Exhale.
Inhale,
Exhale.
inhale,
Exhale.
inhale.
Exhale.
Two more like that.
This time on that last one, thread it through just for a moment. Hold a stretch. Pressing the back of your right arm into the earth, hugging your navel away from the floor, and pulling your hips back equally. Big breath.
And we'll do the other side. Hand behind the head, elbow to the sky, and then draw it down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Warming up. Do 4 more. Exhale down, inhale up. Last 2. And last 1. Thread that left hand through. Bring your ear towards the floor. Hold and breathe. Good, and then bring it back up. Step your right foot forward. We're going to inhale up and side bend, back to center. So warming up the hips now, side bend over that right leg. You can bring it back, inhale, and back. Side bend, and back. Side bend, and back. Just switch the legs, bring the opposite leg forward. Inhale, arms up and over. Come back to your 90-90. Contract that back leg glute. Side bend. Good. Just one more time. Good. And then hands to the earth. Now, we're going to start with the right leg back behind us and bring it in and back, in and back, in and back. Okay, this is not quite HIIT yet, but exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a quick stretch here. Bring that leg forward, stretching behind the leg. Just want to warm up so we keep the muscles safe. Pull the toes towards you. And we'll do that on the other side. Left leg back. Take it in and back. In and back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Slide that leg through. Hold for a stretch of the hamstring. We don't want to overstretch, just allow the muscles to be pliable in our range of motion. Good. Step your feet to the floor. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, arms around and up. Do a few big circles, down, around, and up. As you drop back into your chair pose, please make sure your knees come back so your hips pull back each time. And you pull your navel in. 3. So I'm not going to use a timer. I'm going to do counting. Normally 30 repetitions, but depending on how fast we go, it might be a little bit faster. So hold it here, little pulse. Punch, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale up. Hands to the chest. Just press down. Inhale, arms up. Other arm across, one arm up, one arm down. Feel the shoulders dropping away from the ears. Inhale, taking a little break here as we catch our breath. where we come into the next. Inhale, bring it up and overhead. Okay, so next one is knees up. So of course you can do it here. You can add the arms, or you can do it much faster. Okay, I'm gonna count about 25, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'll be able to count the whole time. Keep going. Pull, knees high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to the hips for a little standing back bend. Keep your hips back. So try not to let the hips come forward of the toes. Good, and back. Big inhale. Chair pose. Inhale. And exhale. Slide down, reach for the toes. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold, big step back with your right leg. Inhale, come up into high lunge. So starting slow, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So modify, you can bring your hands to the chest and pulse a little bit slower. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your back foot in just a little bit for warrior 1 and hold. So catching your breath. Pull your navel in. Hands to the earth, come into downward facing dog. Forward into plank. Lower the knees, hug your elbows back. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, lower. Curl your toes and come back into downward facing dog. Right leg high and up towards the sky. Big step through. You're in your lunge. Gonna get ready for our 30 here. You can bring your hands to the heart or hands overhead. Pulse it down and up. Okay, this is the modified version. This is gonna get harder, but you can always come and stay here. Hands to the heart, a little bit slower pulse. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And 1. Hands to the earth. Back to your downward, oh, I'm sorry. Hold in warrior 1. Hold. Step your back foot in. Oxygen's moving away from your brain already. Good, hands to the earth, downward facing dog. Forward into plank pose. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, a little back bend. Exhale, lower 2 more times. Inhale. This is our rest. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. So we're going to stay down on our belly. Stretch your arms out. So this is a modified version. As we come through, I'm going to give you more advanced options. So opposite arm and opposite leg. Shoulders away from the ear. Navel pulls in. 8, 7. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Slide your hands back. Pull your navel in. Press up and back. Take a stretch in child's pose. Just take a moment to walk back. Maybe curl your toes under so you get that stretch in the sole of the foot. Good. I need a model for this class who's in better shape than me. Good, let's come back down. Let's start with our next HIIT, which is going to be push-ups to plank. So down and then knees down, lift. If you want, you can modify by not lifting the knees. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep on going. If you want to go faster, be my guest. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. You can lower all the way down onto your belly. Take a little stretch, hands behind your back. Inhale, open the heart. Now let's take a quick stretch, chest stretch here. So left arm out towards the side. And let your head rest on the floor. And then take it to the other side. Right elbow comes out. Head resting on the floor. Stretching inside of the chest. Bring it back to center. Slide your hands back, hug your navel in. Press up and back to downward facing dog. And walk your feet up towards the hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms around and up. Exhale. Catching your breath, inhale. And exhale. Good, now we're coming into the chair poses. So we're gonna reach, chair. Now you don't have to go this fast if you don't want. You can lift up on the toes or add a lift. Keep on going. You're going to have to do the modified so I can talk through this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold a high chair so you give yourself a little break here. You can bring your hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Perhaps you feel your heartbeat. Hold and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, hands to the earth. Dive forward, inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Big step back. Let's come to hands and knees for a moment. So we're gonna do a little bit of work for the back here. So from the knees, this is a hinge. So hands to the heart, back, in, back, in, back. So notice that the curve in my spine doesn't change. In, back. So we're working the back here. Do palms up, and then pinkies. Backs of the hands, front of the hands. Keep going. 10 more. 9. Go a little bit faster if you want. Squeeze in 2 in each one. Draw those hips back. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Little pulse. Working those rhomboids here. 4. Hug your navel in. 2, and 1. Let's take a moment, sit back on your heels. Take a little child's pose with the head up. If you want to sit up into Virasana just for a moment. And then we'll come back to downward facing dog. So we're going to step from downward facing dog into lizard. So down, back, down, and back. And just step up as far as is comfortable for you. This is the modification.
Next round we'll do the more advanced, but you can stay here. Good, keep going. Don't let the shoulders, don't get tired in the arms. Keep the shoulders moving away from the ears. Press through the finger pads. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand to the left foot to the left pinky, and hold. Hold a stretch. Pulling the left hip back, right thigh's lifting. You can let your hand rest on your back. It's opening the chest. Good, and then switch sides. Right foot forward. Right hand to the sky. Opening the chest. Hug your navel in. Hold and breathe. And we're going to come down into plank pose. Lower down. And we're going to come from, for our next hip move, we're going to come from Superman into a forearm plank. So I suggest if you feel your back drooping to do this from the knees and not the toes. I think I'll start with it from the knees. You're going to lower down, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Really feel the belly pulling in here. Lift, Superman, lift, Superman, lift, Superman. You want to do half as many here, so slowing it down, hold, slowing it down and hold. Feel free to go slower, still building that metabolism up here. Navel in, Superman, navel in, Superman. Let's do 4 more. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good, just take a moment and just rest on your belly here. Maybe windshield wiper the legs. Take a little prone stretch, reach the arms overhead. Maybe reaching back for the toes, stretching out the front of the legs, lengthening your tailbone. Okay, now we're ready to come into our next move. We're going to come from downward facing dog into mountain climbers. So you can just tap in, tap, tap, or we're going to jog. So you choose one that works for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep the lower belly lifting. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees. Take a stretch back. Walk your hands towards you. Stretch through the chest. Knuckles back. Hold and breathe. Good. Hope you guys are all doing well. Deep breath in. We're going to come back into a lunge variation. Or you can always stay with just the lunge pulses. Take one more deep breath. Bring your hands back to the earth to come into downward facing dog. Right leg high up towards the sky. Step your right foot towards the right thumb. Inhale, arms up.
Okay, bring your hands forward. Now you can just do that little pulse here, or you're gonna step in and back, in, back, in, back. Can lift the knee. If you want to turbocharge this, it's in and back, in and back. You can come between the two. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold. You're going to sit back. We're going to keep the heart, head above the heart here, stretching the back of the right leg, which we were just working. Hold and breathe. Getting ready to do the other side. Make sure your navel is plugged in. Make sure you're drinking your water. Okay, so we'll come through downward facing dog. Left leg high and up towards the sky. Step it through. Inhale, other side. You can do those little pulses, or you're going to step in and back, in and back. I'm just showing you the different modifications here. Or you can lift the knee up and back, up and back. Or you can turbocharge it, in and back, in and back. It's making my whole carpet move. Sliding here. Keep on going. You can also do some of these smaller movements just a little bit faster. Maybe not double time, but three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, step back, stretching that back of the left leg. Hold and breathe. Maybe reaching for the toe if you got it. Okay, so let's come up to standing. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to do those squats. We're going to bring them side to side. So out, 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 out. Now if you want, you can let a little hop side to side. Hug your navel in. Now we're starting. Keep on going. 8, 7. Okay, so it's either stepping side to side, sitting into the squat, or adding that little lift. Down and up, down and up. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7. Keep your belly in. Keep your hips back so your knees stay behind the toes. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just walk it out. Stretch out those legs. Hip circles. Okay, next one, we're going to do a squat to a side leg lift. Excuse me for just a second. Okay, tissue. Alrighty. Are we ready? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Okay, squat, out, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. If you want it faster, feel free to go a little bit faster. We have a tendency to lose our form when we go a little fast, so feel free to take it a little slower, working those external rotators. Keep on going. 10 more. 7, 8, 7, can't count anymore. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so now if you're comfortable just moving in and out of this balance, otherwise you can sit on the floor. This is just a rest between our next HIIT exercise. Or you can come to a wall and hold, switch and hold. Okay, or if you have a chair, holding onto the chair. Good. Let's come back to the front of our mat. Inhale, arms around and up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk back to plank pose. Holding here, shoulders away from the ears. Let's do down dog to plank. So we're going to come into down dog, forward. I want you to feel those front ribs absorb and staying in and lifting up higher as you pike up into your downward facing dog. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Option to lift one leg as you come into downward facing dog. Lift, plank. Keep the core super corseted here. Shoulders away from the ears. You want to feel the inner thighs lift as you're in your plank pose and your sitting bones curl under so you can keep that support in the spine. Keep on going. 10 more seconds. 4 more. 3. Feel free to also do this on the elbows or just hold between one of the poses, hold in down dog or hold in plank. Last one, lower your knees, chest in the chin. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, take a moment in crocodile pose. So you can bend, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Okay, hopefully everybody is a little bit more warmed up now. Next exercise will be the flutters. So again, it's really important to lift your navel away from the floor. Try to find that length in your lower back. So we did the modification earlier, which was opposite hand and opposite leg. If you want to come into the next version, it's a swim. So let's get started here. Hug your navel in and swim. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Back into crocodile. Maybe bending the knees for that little windshield wiper. Good. Hug your navel in, lengthen your tail. If you can grab for the ankles. We're stretching the chest as well as the front of the legs here. Make sure you're not overarching your lower back. Look for the curve in your rib cage, front of the thighs, but not the lower back. Elongate, curl the sitting bones under. Hold and breathe. Stretch your collarbones away from each other, but still keep the shoulder blades a little bit of space between them. Don't pinch the shoulder blades all the way together. Good, and release. Hands draw back, come back into downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Good, right leg up high to the sky. And turn this way, we're gonna come into warrior two pose. Hold it here. Now inhale, bring it into center. Exhale, goddess pose. So we know the drill here, pelvic floor is lifting, sitting bones dropping, and then these inner thighs roll up and back. So you can see the big toe here. Now modify, it's just a little pause, down and up. Otherwise, we're gonna take a little, this could be another modification, just alternating a heel lift. Okay, and to supercharge, you're gonna lift the heel, lift, lift. So keeping the hips low, taking the whole foot off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. Can try it faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take warrior two on the left side. So we're still working strength in the legs, but allowing our breath to slow down a little bit. Hips are level. Press the right thigh back. Open up that left knee so the knee is over the ankle. Just holding it here. Let's just do a little arm work here while we're catching our breath. Or while I'm catching my breath. I'm sure you guys are all completely fine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little circles back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Inhale, bring it back to center. Back into goddess pose. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. And let's just heel toe those feet together. We'll come into curtsies, just one side. So we'll step the left foot back. Take it back, out, back, out. We'll keep these relatively slow, but you can add a kick instead of the tap or a tree pose. Anytime you feel like you're losing balance, just tap. A small change. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3. 4 more like that. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Good. Circle those hips. If you want to do a few of those stretches, holding onto a wall. We're really stretching that right hip. We curtsy down. Okay, and we'll curtsy to the other side now with the left outer hip as your main support. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. One more inhale. And exhale. Down, out, down, out. Okay, so faster is an option, or you can stay with me. Come a little bit higher if you want. Use your arms to help you balance. Even adding a kick if you like. Or staying with the tap. 4, 3. We'll add that variation pulse. 1, 2, 3, and step. 1, 2, 3, step out. 1, 2, 3, step out. 1, 2, 3, step out. Keep going. Sit back. Still the knees in line with that middle toe. 2, 3, and now 2 more. 1, 2, 3, belly in. 1, 2, 3, and out. And stretch. Coming to the couch or to the wall. If you want to hold it, just hold and breathe. Nice view, huh? Then switch sides. Or just hold. I see everyone is still with me. That's a very good sign. Guess I gotta pump it up a little bit. Now inhale and exhale. Chair pose. Inhale and chair pose. So not so hard, but let's just get some of our quads here. So we're gonna just do that heel of the heel up, lift, lift. Try to work that full flexion of the arm. So this is flexion when the arm goes back. Four, 3, 2, and both together. Drop back, lift, drop back, lift, drop back, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Little pulses down and up. If it doesn't work to have your heels lifted, feel free to either hold on to something or keep the heels on the floor. By lifting the heels, we bring more work into the front of the leg. 3, 2, and 1. Take a fold, halfway lift. Let's come down to hands and knees for a second. Just take a little stretch here. Right foot forward, left leg back. And reach around for the foot. If you can't grab it, you can use a strap. It's a karate belt, an old karate belt, a tie, or you can just hold it here. Trying to give yourself a little kick. Good, switch. Try and give yourself a little kick. I hold, trying to kick my right heel back into the resistance of my hand. Okay, and next we'll be coming into plank jacks or plank taps. So it's side, this is the tap, or of course, out and in. Okay, so pick yours, pick your poison, let's go. I'll count down from 10. Hug your navel in. Push the floor away. Don't let the shoulders shrug up towards the ears. Counting down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees. Take a child's pose. Hold and breathe. Okay, so we're gonna can do a few cat-cows here, still catching your breath. I look perfect. So we're gonna do a kickback with a fire hydrant leg or a straight leg. So it could be out and back, or it can be out and back, out and back. Starting on that left leg, you can do a straight leg back and a fire hydrant. Find which one works for you and keep going. If it's more comfortable to have that right elbow down on the floor, feel free to do that. I'll count down from 10. Hug your navel in. Keep going. My legs look like they're so out of control. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just find a cross-legged seat. You can do cross-legged to stretch the hip, making sure the feet are flexed, or even do a half lotus or ankle to knee if you've got a little bit more flexibility than me. This is ankle to knee, but I have too much space here. Just hold and breathe before we come to the other side. Okay, so we did only a little bit of high impact. You can notch this up way up if you wanted to and add that jumping. It is important to have a little bit of the impact for the tissue. It really makes a difference in the elasticity of our fascia. So I've been trying to incorporate a little bit more because I do like yoga and Pilates, which is generally no impact, but it is important to, even at this old age, hold and breathe. Okay, so whichever leg you didn't do, we're gonna switch sides. To my right, bring it out to this side. Now it can be fire hydrant and a butt kick, fire hydrant, donkey kick, I should say, out and up. Or you can add that side kick forward and back. I like to have that elbow down. Feel like you work even a little bit harder. Keep going, out, up, out. And count down from 10, almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let your core collapse here. Last 2, and 1. And now cross, opposite leg over. Hold and breathe. Keep your heart elevated. Feet stay flexed. Just hold the stretch. So needless to say, you can do a longer stretch after this class is done. Time is flying. I have so many more moves to do that we probably won't get all of them in, but that's okay. There's always next week. Hold and breathe. I think we'll come down onto our back after this. Do some bridge and some core. Hold and breathe. 5 more seconds.
Good. Bring your hands behind you. Just windshield wiper the legs from side to side. So let's do a little bit of a tricep work. So you can just do this, down and up, or you can lift. As you drop, you're going to lift a leg. Lift. Elbows draw back. Don't let the shoulders hike up to the ears. Okay, modification, you stay or even keep your hips on the floor and lean forward and back. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a tricep stretch. Hold and breathe. Soften your front ribs into the body. Draw your head back into that right hand. And then switch sides. Okay, now we'll release onto our backs. Hands behind the knees. Hug your knees in towards the chest. Just our little circles. Okay, this will be a little bit slower, this movement. Make sure your shoulders reach up and back so you can plant the top back of the shoulders on the floor and lift into bridge pose with that navel tucked under and the big toe rooted. So feel those inner thighs spiraling down so the buttock stays wide. Okay, so from here, you're just gonna pulse up, pulse up. Focusing on the lift of the pelvic floor. Each time you lift up, the lengthening and curling under of the sitting bones. So I use those cues, curl the sitting bones under or lift the front of the hips or draw the lower belly in. It's the same thing, trying to keep that length in your lower back. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment to relax that down. Hug your knees in towards the chest. Just cross your right ankle over your left. Wiggle your shoulders away from your hips. Just going to do a little crunch here with the knees relaxed. Back's going to be a little bit more flat on the floor. Inhale. Exhale and lift. Up. Up. Shh. Shh. If you'd rather have your feet on the floor, feel free. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, 8. Keep pulling the navel in. Shh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Root down through your elbows, hug your knees together. A little side to side. Don't let your belly button move. Side to side. Your legs are glued together. Releasing the back a little bit here while engaging your core. You are working your core here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, just take a moment to rock your pelvis. So weight to the tail, weight to the lower back. Weight to the tail as you inhale. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so hands behind the head. We're going to try and keep the shoulder blades off the floor. To modify, you're just doing the upper body, rotating right shoulder to left knee. Otherwise, we're going to bring that left leg out and in.
In, out. Exhale. 8, 7, 6. Try not to let anything move that's connected to the earth. So even the tailbone stays rooted. Don't let it lift up. Navel is hollow. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Hold. Lift a little higher. Just do a tiny pulse here. Do this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your arms into goal post or out wide. And just take that knee, step it across. You're going to do this from side to side. Step it across. So you come like through a bound angle pose in the middle. Tap your left toes to the floor. Tap your right toes to the floor. If you have space, you can stretch that leg out. Good. We'll get to holding it in a minute, but right now, hands behind the head. Oh my gosh, look at this time. In, out. We switch sides. In, out, in, out, in, out. So if you want, the foot can stay on the floor and you're just curling up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Got one more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold, hold. Let your head be heavy into your hands. Lift with your core, not with your neck. Little tiny pulse, just 8. 8, 7, 6. Exhaling as you come up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and release. Hug your knees in. Draw little circles. And change direction. Let's take a split here. Flex your right foot. Stretch your left leg long. Wherever your split is, hold and breathe. And then switch the legs. Do it again. Basket weaving the hands so you have something to push the leg into to activate it. Switch, kick away, flex the foot, shoulders down. Good, and let's take a stretch now, holding. Right hand outside of the left knee. Left armpit turns up towards the sky. Just hold and breathe. Well, that time went by really fast. I would have done some more core, but now next time I know I'll have to come a little bit faster to the floor. Switch sides. Letting the knees flow over towards the left side. Left hand on top of the right knee. Hug your navel in. Good, bring it back to center. Rock the pelvis forward and back. If you want to, you can take those knees in and take a double hamstring stretch, pull the legs toward you. Brings it a little bit more into the lower back. Good, then arms and legs up towards the sky, shake it out. Okay. I'm gonna skip Shavasana since we're already at 10:30, but feel free after to do a little Shavasana if you like. You can roll up over onto your right side or rock and roll up to seated. Find your comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And release. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of the heart and bow your chin to your chest. We seal our practice in gratitude for finding strength through our hope. Hope that sees the bright sides of each moment. It was my honor to teach you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Feel free to send me any comments if you think we should pump that up a little bit or skip it completely. Would love to hear your comments. I'm sure you will have my email. So, oops, recording stop.